AITA for talking about my roommate's sex life. I 22F met my roommate 24F last November. We didn't know each other beforehand, but I needed a roommate. In February, she had hooked up with a guy she's been on and off with. We both had work the next morning, but she invited him over at 11 p.m. and turned on a podcast on her TV crazy loud. He was over until 3 a.m. and I was unable to sleep until then. We share a wall, so it's not like this was down the hall or on the other side of the house. The next day, I asked her to not have her TV so loud, and instead of apologizing or agreeing, she just said, "Well, would you have rather heard us instead?" To which I said no, but that I would appreciate not being kept up late when I have work in the morning. In June, she had invited the same guy to stay at our place. Again on a work night. Before he visited, she told me that they were going to be loud and told me to wear headphones or leave the house. I felt this was disrespectful but didn't say what I wanted to at the time. I wasn't kept up by the TV when he came over, but instead her, practically screaming porn star moans. I texted her letting her know she was being way too loud, which she didn't see until she was done. 2M, and just replied, "Oops, haha." This pissed me off, so I posted something on Instagram about boundaries, which she saw the next morning and was mad at me. She wasn't mad about what I posted, but was mad that she pays rent so she can have people over and do whatever she wants. I told her she's free to have people over and do what she wants, but that doesn't mean that I should be subjected to it when I'm uncomfortable. She said that it wasn't just about me, and that she wouldn't stop just because I was uncomfortable. We did talk in person later, and I apologized for my actions and how I made her feel, but she did not apologize to me. Shortly after, I went to an energy healer, N, who also knows my roommate, but they haven't spoken in 2+ years. In response to N's questions during our session, I briefly told her about the situation, and since she knows my roommate, she helped put some things into perspective regarding her not being apologetic. I was still annoyed, but it helped me move on. Now my roommate has not been as kind to me as she used to be since then, but usually isn't rude. Yesterday, however, she asked me if I ever told N about the guy coming over, because some of her friends knew about it. I answered honestly that yes, I did tell, that I could hear her, and it was loud. She cut me off mid-sentence saying, "So you're spreading my business, got it." She also then made a bunch of sarcastic and snippy remarks that I didn't reply to avoid escalating. She went to her room and yelled something about wanting to fight, so I went to my own room. I've talked to my friends and they say I'm NTA, that if she's going to be mad at anyone, it should be N. I can see her perspective, but it also feels like she refuses to see mine. AITA,